Well, welcome back. Downtown Macon, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out and about as we finish off the week. The rain chances will be a little higher tomorrow, possibly at this time of day, but right now we're keeping those pretty quiet here in Middle Georgia. Nothing to track on the radar. Air quality alerts around the Atlanta area, and no, that's not because of the meteor from earlier. That's just normal. You get calm wind and just all the industrial stuff up there. Air can become a little smoggy. But yeah, let's talk about that meteor, right? It was coming down from the sky and exploded somewhere over the Atlanta metro, and then the shards kind of fell into the eastern parts of Georgia and over in as far east as like Columbia, South Carolina. Did get reports that a rock did fall through someone's home somewhere on the east side of the Atlanta metro. So any rocks that did successfully hit the ground were meteorites, but at least the whole meteor itself didn't. Either way, definitely an impressive spectacle and not something you expect to see very often. As for rain, the normal stuff that we see falling out of the sky, we had a lot of that last night, especially the southwestern parts of the region. These storms developed here in Middle Georgia, whereas southeastern part of the region, that was a line that came in from South Carolina with some respectable wind on it. Didn't get much in our northern counties, but Vienna's our wet spot, more than 3 inches, and then Warner Robins and Cordele both got 2+. So here's for the remainder of today, level 1 for the severe threat, definitely down from yesterday. It really depends on how many storms we end up even seeing, but the strongest ones could have a couple of damaging wind gusts. I wouldn't worry too much about sunscreen at this point, but keep in mind for tomorrow and just throughout the summer that UV index number is going to actually start getting higher as we head into July. Topped off at 90 today and bombed out at 70 last night, so right on the hour to the low and a little below it on the high end. So that's a nice change of pace after the last couple of days, and through the remainder of this evening looking good. I wouldn't worry about storms right now. You want to go to the park, go for it. You want to take a swim, go for it. 69 for our overnight low, most to be around 70 degrees, wind light and variable, with storms expected for some of us as we get into the late parts of the evening and early on overnight tonight. High pressure breaking down. We are back where we kind of start off the month of June at, where we're going to have those storm chances every day and highs and lows that are around average for this time of year. So, for the remainder of this evening, I don't like how this model is not populating any storms, but the alternate models I could use were also not showing it. I just know how summer can be here and do not rule out the possibility of a few storms this evening. As for our Friday, we do anticipate that rolling through lunchtime and beyond, we'll start to see some rain chances creeping in. So if you've got plans for tomorrow, just keep that rain gear handy. Of course, that should be a nice rule of thumb. Just kind of throughout the summer, unless we have high confidence that we won't see rain, expect that there's a possibility that you will see some of that. Same goes for Saturday. It'll be a partly cloudy and warm day that will feature some isolated storm chances. 93 for the high tomorrow. We'll look beyond that coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. It's going to be isolated scattered storm chances the next 7 days. Flip a coin, they'll determine whether or not you'll see storms that day. But yeah, maybe if you're lucky, storms will be a little earlier and you won't quite get to the highs projected, but this is pretty normal for this time of year.